Hey, Shalawam, Shalawam, all praises be to Yahawah, Yahawashi, double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the great millstone, which rule well and teach well in sincerity, taught us this truth. And Shalawam to the Lord's hopeful elect, 144,000 men, as well as 1/3 men, women, and children, maintaining themselves, keeping the laws, commandments, and statutes to the best of their ability. I want to go into something that happened yesterday with this guy, Real Contentions. Real Conditions. Okay, this is this individual on TikTok. He's a Christian, right? And he believes that all nations can receive salvation. But they can't. Okay, so a brother, Shalawam, a good brother in this truth, he went into Job 20 and 20 and 21 and 22, and I'm gonna read it and explain what happened. So Job 20 and 20, surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly, he shall not save of that which he desired, there shall none of his meat be left, therefore shall no man look for his goods. In this fullness of his sufficiency he shall be in straits, every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. Okay, when he is about to fill his belly, let's keep it going, power shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. Now spiritually you can understand this, that this is talking about Esau Edom, when he brings out his master plan. Okay, he tries to do everything that he has in his heart's desire, as it says in verse 20. Okay, so this guy was like, prove that that's talking about Esau Edom, right? So I'm gonna go in the same verse, man. Alright? And we could easily do that, because you have to first of all know who the wicked is. Okay, so let's go down. Let's go down and let's actually go to the top. What does the caption say? Joe Parr says the triumph of the wicked is short. Now, Job 9 and 24, because these type of individuals, this is what they like to do, right? They like to take a later chapter in the book and not read the beginning chapters. So they like to take that, and that's using the word deceitfully. Okay, Job 9 and 24, understanding this, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, he covereth the faces of the judges thereof, if not, where and who is he? Now who is the wicked? That's Esau Edom. And furthermore, you have to look at who the earth's hand, whose the hands is the earth into, who the earth belongs to, who rules it, whose vibration is flowing all over the earth. Predominantly, it's the wicked vibration of the Edomites. Okay, they have control over every continent. They are making the decisions. They are telling people they can go here and go there, right? So go to Job 18. Bildad speaks of the wicked. That's the caption. And I want to go down here to 11. Terrors shall make him afraid on every side, and shall drive him on his feet. Speaking this of future prophecy, his strength shall be hunger bidden, and destruction shall be ready at his side. It shall devour the strength of his skin. Even the firstborn of death shall devour his strength. His confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle, and it shall bring him to the king of terrors. That's Yahawah. Okay? It shall dwell in his tabernacle, because it is none of his. Brimstone shall be scattered upon his habitation. ICBM missiles destroying his habitation. Right? Fire destroying his habitation. His roots shall be dried up beneath, and above shall his branch be cut off. So his seed shall no longer be upon this earth. They shall be dried up. When you have plants, they don't get watered. They're dried up. They're no longer prosperous. Right? His remembrance shall perish from the earth, and he shall have no name in the street. He shall be driven from light into darkness, and chased out of the world. He shall neither have son nor nephew among his people, nor any remaining in his dwellings. They that come after him shall be astonished at his day, as they that went before were affrighted. Surely such are the dwellings of the wicked, and this is the place of him that knoweth not power. Right? Now, I want to go to Isaiah the 14th chapter, because this also precepts that. Verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of power, the Israelites. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. This is what Esau wants to be like. But that prophecy is going to come to take place. Let's keep going. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, Is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? He ruled the earth. The earth was in his hands. That made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners. All the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie in glory, everyone in his own house. So the other kings of these other nations, these 16 other nations, right? Because his nation is going to be destroyed. Okay, these 16 other nations, their kings will rule once again in their lands, but they'll still be under subjection to the Israelites. Keeping that in mind. Alright? Verse 19, but thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch, and as a remnant of those that are slain, thrust through with a sword that go down to the stones of the pit, as a carcass trodden under feet. Thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed thy land and slain thy people. The seed of evildoers shall never be renowned. The wicked, they shall never be known again. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. For I will rise up against them, saith Yahawah of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant and son and nephew, saith Yahawah. I will also make it a possession for the bittern and pools of water, and I will sweep it with the bosom of destruction, saith Yahawah of hosts. So this is the ultimate destruction and the ultimate destination for the wicked. Okay, Isaiah 14 chapter supports, that's what we read. So it supports Job 9, it supports Job 18, and also Job 19. This is speaking about the wicked, man. Right? At the end of the day. So any individual that he's just not spiritual. Real conditions, he's just not spiritual. Right? First of all, you're trying to bring salvation for all nations, when Job 2 and 27 clearly states that Yahawah dwells in Israel. That is his people, no other nation, right? So you're cut. You are a very deceitful, wicked individual, bro. All right, you've been called out. You've been called out for your bullshit. And Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is going to destroy you, your household, your kids, your seeds, everything, unless you repent and get right. All right? So with that being said, all praises be to Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi, Bahasham Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the great millstone, and Shalawam to the Lord's hopeful elect. As always, call me Yasharahla in a Bible ball to this wicked kingdom. May Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi destroy this bitch very soon, man. Shalawam.